Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm Platter Series V's I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I'm so tired. I mentioned in my last couple of reviews that I've done, but it's like, yeah, I'm on like not a lot of sleep for the last couple of days. So this is going to be my last review, and I'm going to go inside and crash. So my apologies for any wackiness that ensues. But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside my truck, I'm wearing grody work clothes. That means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is kind of, but not quite the case with this particular item. I'm going to have a quick drink. Oh, I should have bought something caffeinated. But I didn't. Anyway, so yeah, I did not get these after work. I got these during work because I actually got these in the break room at work because they had a new item. It's these! They are Ready Protein Puffs. 15 grams of plant protein, 2 grams of sugar, 170 calories, barbecue flavored protein puffs. Let's get a thing for the thing so we can do the thing. Ha 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 ha! And it's 100% plant-based protein that is clean, crunchy, and convenient. No whey, no soy, just an all-natural pea protein puff. We've perfected our unique flavors to give it light, satisfying. With 15 gram protein, cheese, sugar, calories, you'll be a pretty simple ingredient. Sure, it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, no whey, no soy. No whey, no soy. Certified vegan, all that good stuff. Sure, let's try out some protein what the fucks ever. Oh, man. Hopefully they're good. I bought them at the break room in my at my job, which means I paid too much for them. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna like these. The smell is a little bit unusual. Not horrible or anything, but yeah. They're like little Cheeto balls. Yeah. They kind of have a very similar consistency to like puffy Cheetos. Maybe a little bit more stability to them, but yeah, that's where the plant-based stuff comes in. Okay. Alright. I will say this. I like them way more than I thought I was going to. Like, going off the plant-based protein, all the stuff, all the marketing nonsense, I was expecting them to be probably pretty light on flavor, if I'm being honest. But it wasn't the case. Actually, the barbecue flavor is really nice. Like, it hits you really hard right from the get-go. And it is like a nice, properly kind of, smoky barbecue flavor. It's almost a little bit much in that, like, I mean, for me personally, I like a really flavorful barbecue sauce, of course. But, I like one that's got a little bit of complexity to it and stuff like that. This one's more of a hit and kind of hit and then just sort of get out of dodge kind of thing. But it is a nice hit. It's genuinely nice. I like the consistency of them. By the way, they look like this. I like the flavor profile on my mouth and everything. Again, very similar to like puffy Cheetos. The barbecue aspect is a nice mix between somewhat sweet but also somewhat smoky. Maybe a little bit heavier on the sweet than my personal liking, but not by leaps and bounds. I can still get down with it. Here's the problem. Once you get past the nice texture, once you get past the barbecue flavor, because it does fade out eventually, and all you're left with is the mush afterwards, that's where you get some of that plant-based protein flavor kind of kicking in. It's not super abrasive though, like at all. And I've had a lot of like protein bars and bullshit through doing this channel, you know, and usually they are fairly bad when it comes to like that protein flavor and that whole thing. With this, it's, you know, and I think it's, you know, they even said there's no whey. I think a lot of protein stuff uses whey, you know, kind of gives it a very specific flavor. With this, it's like a pea-based thing, like they were saying, and I think it kind of works. Like, I can, you know, it's not as nice once the barbecue aspect goes away. I think it would have been nice if they'd been able to kind of time that out better, have that flavor last a little bit longer as you're eating it. But even with that not being the case, even with it giving out a little bit too early, in my opinion, what is left, you know, kind of that puffy paste, it's not too bad. It's definitely my least favorite part of it, but even then, I can kind of get along with it. So, boy, oh boy, am I tired. Whew. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it, or would I get him again? Would I recommend him? Sure and sure. Like, you know, when it comes to like protein stuff, I'm usually very just kind of like, look, this isn't for me, but for other people who maybe are into it. This is one of those ones where I can be like, you know what, honestly, I could eat a bag of these. Like, they would never be my favorite snack or anything, but I appreciate the barbecue flavor that they're putting out, and I don't mind, like, the plant-based stuff that they're doing with it. I can kind of get along with it. So for me, it's like, sure. You know, it's not going to be a go-to grab, but like every now and again, I'm sure I'll get it from the break room at my job, because, you know, they're actually pretty tasty, and, you know, all the non-GMO stuff, that isn't on my end of things, but I know it's important for some people. And for that reason, if I'm recommending them, I can't recommend them based off the vegan stuff, or because you know, it's not my end of things. I have to go specifically off the taste. And it's like, these are one of those few protein snacks where it's like, it can almost get away with just being a normal snack. Again, I think the ending of it does kind of betray it a little bit, but I think that otherwise, and they're nice. They, like I said, they have a very similar consistency to Cheetos, which I really like. And, you know, they're one of those things where it's like, you know, they're probably best if you're somebody who's into the whole protein thing. But, like, let's say you go to, like, a house party for, like, one of your really health-conscious friends, and, like, they only have that kind of snack around. These are actually a good option. Way better than most of the protein stuff that I've had. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. I'm going to fall asleep. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go have yourselves a truly Cheetos-tastic rest of your life. Cheetos are good. I like Cheetos. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. Excuse me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you are a big fan of protein-based snacks, and maybe you're going to go over there and hit me up in the comments and be like, Brandon, you damnable fool, you need to go over there and try out this protein-based snack. And I'll be like, all right, well, first of all, you don't have to call me names, but if you want to, you can. I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, as long as we're being at least semi-tasteful about it, or clever. But I'll go over there, you know, maybe I'll look into it. Maybe it's something I can find and try. You know, eventually. I am always Happy to try to get in occasional fan requests, but as some of my long-term fans will tell you, yeah, I get to it sometimes. Sometimes, sometimes people toss out something where it's just like, that's not going to be physically possible for me to do. Other times it's like, oh, that should be easy enough, and then I just can't find the item to save my life. So, anyway, I'm tired. Bye.